If you weren't here last time, the Buzzword Readathon or Buzzwordathon is a readathon that typically occurs in the first week of each month of 2021, but you can do it however you want. You're given a buzzword and you have to find a book with the title that fits the buzzword. Last month the buzzword was dream, so you had to find a book with the word dream in the title. This month it's a bit more vague. The buzzword for February is a colour, so you have to find a book with a colour in the title. So I purchased one in Tesco. This is Blood Orange by Harriet Tyce. This is her debut novel, I believe. Criminal barrister Alison Wood drinks too much. She's neglecting her family and her affair with a colleague is getting out of control. Alison's client doesn't deny that she stabbed her husband. She wants to plead guilty. But something about her story is amiss. Saving this woman may be the first step to Alison saving herself. Someone knows Alison's secrets. Yeah, they do. So I'm going to get to reading that ASAP. However, unfortunately, I have a lot to do today. I have to walk the dogs. I've already been grocery shopping. I've got a house hunt because, surprise, our house went up for auction. I've got to upload tomorrow's video. It's all madness, but we will find time in the day to read plenty of this. I also haven't been on Animal Crossing yet today, and we all know how important that is to me. I guess I should start with some lunch. It's like gone 1 PM and I'm just starting to get hungry. I might make myself some instant noodles and then we'll see where the day takes us from there. So I haven't filmed very much today because I have spent the majority of it house hunting and making calls, trying to book viewings, having my calls not answered, having to leave messages. It's just been stressful. I've managed to read 58 pages of Blood Orange, and as I'm sure many of you were taught in school, the usual recipe for a novel is equilibrium, broken equilibrium, new equilibrium. This book went straight to broken. There was no like chill stage at the beginning. It's like, meet your character, she's a mess. Alison, the main character, is an alcoholic, and within the first few pages she completely embarrasses herself in front of her husband and his friends. She tries to do some drunken karaoke and everyone hates it, and it's just so cringe. Her husband hates her, and part of me feels like it's his fault and he's trying to push it on her. He really manipulates her. Like, he's like, oh, you've got to spend more time with our daughter, and then she makes time to spend time with her daughter and he steals the daughter away and doesn't let her spend time with her. So it's really strange and shifty, and you can tell a book is good when it makes me this angry. Like, I'm just reading it, just scowling at the pages like, I hate you, Carl. The guy she's having an affair with is a bumhole as well. She's just not having a good time. She's very good at her job. Unfortunately, she is working with the guy she's having an affair with, so she can't completely escape her problems. Do you ever get, right, when you read a book and the language is just so poetic and smart and heavy hitting, it feels like you've got to translate the book you're reading, even though the book is in your own language. And then you go to a different book and you're like, oh, that's normal words. And you have to kind of switch your brain back to like not smart mode. Do you ever get that?
Yeah, I have to switch my brain to not smart mode all the time. I'm just too smart for life.
Whatever. Obviously so am I. Did you just blow off?
No.
I'm gonna go to bed, I think. I don't think we're gonna be doing any viewings tomorrow, but we might be doing one on Thursday. I might have to take it off work. I might make myself look presentable tomorrow as well. Look, I've got a spot come in. See you tomorrow.
Peace. That's definitely not making the final.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
See?
Yeah, again, I've failed to produce much footage this day. We've done more house hunting today. It stressed us out, but I don't like some notes on my book, right? Here's my book. I've barely read any today. I'm on page 84. Alison is a defense attorney and she's just been given her first murder case. Okay, so her client wants to plead guilty to the murder. She believes she stabbed her husband, although she has no memory of it. But as they like delve deeper into the case and ask this defendant about the husband she believes she stabbed, it comes to light that her husband is kind of abusive. He secretly gave her the pill so that she wouldn't get pregnant. And he was really mean to her, and he seemed quite possessive. And I've noticed that the defendant's marriage kind of mirrors Alison's a little bit, and Alison's shock at how the husband treated the defendant just goes to show that she really has no idea the same thing's going on in her marriage. Also, I don't think her client killed the husband. I think the client's sister did it. Grammatical errors. I've seen 3. This author has decided to write her book in the present tense, but thrice she has done tense swaps. And she's like reverted to past tense in one of her sentences. Also, Alison has got her first blackmail text. It's not really blackmail because they're not asking for anything, but it's like an anonymous mean text, and I have a suspicion that it's her husband. I've got 2 suspicions. I'm usually wrong. The reviews I read on Goodreads all mention a crazy twist at the end of this book, and like, I'm not near the end of the book, but I'm excited for that. Apparently, this book completely bamboozles you. Like, you look in one way and then like you're wrenched in another direction. It's just like a whirlwind. I'll work tomorrow, so yeah, again, I'm not even gonna vlog very much. But then on Thursday, we got our first viewing, so I might get some footage of the house. Okay, good night.
Alright, night.
We're back at the park. I haven't read any more of my book yet today. I have work, so I'm not going to be able to read that much, but if I do any reading this morning, I'll update you on my way to work. No, Jess. Okay. She looks good, doesn't she?
What
have you got? What have you got?
That's yucky. That's very yucky. It's all over you. Ugh, Roxy. Look at it. It's everywhere. What is with you and tissue? It's a bit on your boobies. Get off me! Naughty girl. Hi, boo-boo.
Put makeup on today, but I got a few new spots and my skin's rather dry, so I thought I'd give it a break. I'm gonna film a video tomorrow anyway, so I'll put makeup on then. Not that you should care, because this is my face. I woke up to an unpleasant surprise this morning. Roxy has been at my book. I'm not too upset because this was 50p in a charity shop, but it looks like trash now. As I strive to, I have kept this book in immaculate condition. I have a new suspect for who the blackmailer might be, and it could be Patrick's assistant Chloe. Patrick's the guy Alison is having an affair with, but I'm still set on the opinion that Carl is the blackmailer. I do this with mysteries. I suspect everyone, and then at some point I was right. There was a part in chapter 11 that made me suspect him even more. They're looking at a hotel to go away to for the night, and that in itself is a massive disaster, and I suspect Carl spiked Alison's drink. Carl is her husband. It's really sad that you barely hear Alison say a bad word about him. It's like she has no clue that her husband is a twit. He accuses her of things that she can't remember, and I've decided by page 150 that he's making it all up and she's not doing anything wrong. He's an abuser. It's what they do. In this particular segment, they're looking at hotels to spend a night in, and this is what happens. It looks good. Sea view, white sheets and waffle robes in the bedrooms. I smile at him, touched at the thought he's put into it. I move the cursor over to the menu so I can see exactly where it is, but as I do so, Carl snatches the computer away from me and slams it shut. See, I know for a fact that you can text people from anonymous numbers via the internet. Is that what he's doing? Also, he keeps going to like emergency appointments with his clients because he's a therapist, and I think he's cheating on Alison too. So, if the blackmailer isn't Carl, perhaps it's the person he's cheating with. Perhaps he's cheating with Patrick. We got a love triangle. Things are starting to open up in the murder defendant case. They're starting to get more of an insight into Madeleine's life and her relationship with her husband. Madeleine is the defendant. And it turns out that she was physically abused by her husband as well as emotionally. And because of the parallels between her relationship and Alison's relationship, I do quite fear that Carl could do something like that to Alison. Look at the situation we got here with the GPS. It fell off the window, so I've just hung it out of the dashboard drawer. It's raining. Jess is being a naughty girl.
I don't even know if I'm going the right way right now.
I think you are.
Do I need to merge or something?
You want to like follow the signs for South Wales, basically. Smeg.
I don't want to be following signs. I like the sat nav.
I just tried to like hyperlapse a little video of this sat nav that ain't stone in the drawer. Oh, we got a message. But it looks stupid because this driver is just insane and my hands couldn't stay still. Look at the spots. I think I'm past halfway through my book now. This is our potential new house. I would have put the window down, but just turned the engine off.
Do you want me to?
No, it's fine. I said no, it's fine. Oh my god. Look, there it is. That's fun, isn't it? There's a beach.
A beach.
Should we go to the beach? Oh my god, we've got half an hour. Let's go to the beach. I just had a sneaky look, even though we're going into view it in like half an hour. A kitty cat.
Where?
Behind me. Look at the kitty. The garden's a bit shambles, but that can be sorted easily. Mum will want her plants out there. The beach. It's so cold.
Why is you after me?
I don't know. You look like the type of person who knows. No, you don't. I really need to pee, but I'm also really intrigued by this place. Subway.
I can't tell if it's going to stay on.
This is the new Taste Like Chicken. That's what it's called, TLC.
I know. But it's like, this is the new Taste Like Chicken. Sorry.
We got lettuce, cucumber, tomato, red onion, and aioli sauce. We also got the vegan cookie.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Living it?
Yeah. Do you know what? I think I prefer that over the meatball. How do you feel? On to the cookie. Oh, that smells good. It's just how I remember a Subway cookie to taste. Basically, that house we just viewed, we want it. We're going to put in an application.
Right now.
Not right now.
Right now.
I'm busy.
No.
No. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of We're Moving House segment. I'm sure we'll be back to the actual point of the vlog now. Enjoy. It is Friday and I have just filmed a video that I'm very excited about, so subscribe. I am less than 100 pages from the end and it continues to be juicy. The thing I love about this book is that you start off enjoying it, okay? Like, it's an enjoyable book, it's nothing special, but you enjoy it. And the more the tension builds, the more your enjoyment builds, and it's kind of like a climax. You know, I am enjoying it so much towards the end. I am most probably going to finish this today. I kind of prefer that it's like that, because if you start off a book like absolutely loving it, then you've got nowhere to go from there except down. So like the fact that my enjoyment of this book has just built with each chapter, I really enjoy. It's all coming to a head now, and I can't wait to see how everything turns out. I also need to make a birthday cake for my boss, because it's his birthday on Sunday and I'm seeing him tomorrow, so I'm going to take a birthday cake into work for him, which might mean I'll need to go and buy icing sugar, but that's fine. I need to walk the dogs. I want to write to my friends. I've just got a lot to do today, but I am going to hopefully find the time to finish this book. Finished Blood Orange by Harriet Tyce, and I must say I am highly impressed with this book. You know how like prologues are always super important, but then towards the end of the book, or when the prologue becomes relevant, you're so invested in the story that you forget about it until the point that it comes back up. There were a lot of reviews saying that they were stunned by the twist at the end. And I came about like 20 pages away from the end and I was like, surely there are no more surprises. Girl was wrong. The surprises and the revelations in the last 20 pages just blew my mind. Such a good book. I'm so glad I picked this for my Buzzword Readathon February book. I highly recommend you do the same if you partake in the Buzzwordathon and you don't just limit yourself to the first 7 days of the month. So good. I love how the author brought her past knowledge of criminal law into this book. She used to be a barrister herself. It just made it so believable and it flowed so nicely. So cleverly written. One small typo. She said no instead of known, and it was towards the end. But we can forgive. I might give it 5 stars, you know? I was kind of reluctant to give it 5 stars just because I gave last month's book 5 stars. I'm gonna go decide what my next read is. I hope you have a lovely day. Let me know what you read for the Buzzwordathon, or just what you're reading now if you've not taken part in the Buzzword Readathon. And I will see you next time with another video.